How successful will this push be to get those laggards to comply, do you think?
Well, I think it will be reasonably successful. Look, markets are never that wrong, and markets liked what they heard. It can be reasonably successful, but it's hard. If you're in Nigeria, it's hard. You're an economy that's really in the doldrums, and then you have COVID-19, and you have security issues, and one of the biggest parts of your budget is suddenly sort of falling off a cliff because you can produce so little. It's hard for many of these smaller or of these economies dependent on oil and in very emerging, if not developing markets.
Was OPEC right to be particularly harsh on the UAE?
Absolutely, because, for the UAE, which is always marching in tandem with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, to suddenly go way beyond 20% in terms of overproduction was fine. Yes, they said it was because of the increased demand, because of the hot summer, people staying at home, diesels, air conditioning, but that cannot be the whole story. And you saw that the UAE took it seriously. The minister, His Excellency Mr. Al-Mazrui, went over to Riyadh to sit side by side Prince Abdulaziz to get the message across, yes, that they would mend their ways.
What do you make of these Goldman forecasts that we got out in the last few minutes or so for next year? WTI 55.90 and Brent 59.40.
Well, I think they're getting slightly ahead of themselves. It really, again, it all depends on the virus. And the virus really does have a mind of its own. So we need to see where we're going. I was very concerned when I saw yesterday that in the United Kingdom in the north, they had new lockdowns. If we have more of these lockdowns, then recovery will be gingerly and we will not go fast enough. If recovery goes as we hope it goes, if we really find the vaccine, if we can disseminate the vaccine or antiviral drugs, yes, then we can get there. But it really, really, really depends on where the virus goes.
What's your forecast then for 2021?
Well, for 2021, I would say somewhere between, I'm always conservative and I'm always sort of an Uber bear. I would go somewhere between 50 and 55. But then again, if we get that vaccine, if we get that push, then we could get there.